So Whitman Conservation Commission meeting, March 16th, 2021. The meeting is now open. And the first item is on the agenda is that if there is any public questions or anybody registered have any questions. If there is no questions or concerns, then we'll go on to the next item, which is the review of the mail. I have not received anything in the mail, but I have received emails. Does that count?
Yep.
Okay.
If you've responded to anything, just summarize it.
Okay, I have.
Okay.
Okay, let me, hang on. Okay, we'll go with Lindsay Martuzzi, which is member of the MACC Annual Environmental Conference, which I received, and they are going to have online webinar programs. If anybody's interested in going online to see what's going on, I will forward this to you, and I think I'll do this anyways, so you know what's going on and so forth. But
Well, we're all members, so we should
you all
all
got
have
that.
gotten that.
You all
Yep.
got that?
Yep.
Okay.
So I
Okay,
did not get that email.
say that again?
No, you should. No, you should have, because when I sent everything to them, I included you. So George can just forward it to you, and I'll make sure that MACC has you on the list.
Yeah.
Okay.
Spencer, what's your email?
So it's
You've got
Spencer
it on
Shute.
your file.
Okay, I'll look it up. I got it somewhere. Okay, okay, next. Okay. Next, hang on.
The minutes.
Yep, I'm going through the, I know I got it here. Let me log that in. Okay, I got a phone call from a Danielle Gallant. Her number and so forth is from Rhode Island, and she wanted to know if Whitman has any wetland bylaws. So I did answer her back that the Whitman does not have any. We go with the state bylaws. And she responded and said, thank you. I also got a email from Susan Russo, R-U-S-S-O, question on 680 Temple Street, the order of conditions, which is the Wyatt Trail, certificate of compliance on A building. She wanted one on B building. They're gonna sell a unit on March 19th. Woo, I don't know what that was. So I responded to her, and she wanted on record, which is fine, by email, that I did a site inspection March let's see, Thursday, I believe that's March 11th, around 2 in the afternoon, and found very little work has been done to conform to the stormwater management, which I told her that in the email, and says no certificate of compliance will be issued until the project or the stormwater management is totally completed. And I think that's all I have. Now, I know Elaine sent me, the question was on 681 Temple Street, which is the Columbia auto repair, is that they need page 13. And Elaine made a copy and sent it to them, and they responded that they got page 13. And thanks, Elaine, for doing that. I was just about ready to contact you if you wanted me to do it or not, because I think I have it here in my office upstairs. And that's all I have to report on. Okay, one second. Let me get back to the agenda. On the inspections and correspondence with these people. So anybody have any questions on that? Okay, next will be the payroll to be reviewed and approved as needed. You all set, Elaine, on the payroll? Whoops. Can anybody hear me?
I could hear you. Elaine's muted because that was the feedback that was happening.
Oh, was it? Oh, okay.
So Elaine, if you need to unmute, it's *6 on your phone.
Spencer and Sandy, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay,
Can you hear
good.
me now?
Elaine, I can hear you. You okay?
Okay. Yep. All right.
Okay, did you hear me talk about Wyatt Trail?
Yep.
Okay, and also the request for page 13 for Columbia Auto.
And I took care of that.
Yes, you did. Okay. So the next item will be the payroll.
Yep. I will be calling you and one of the others of you to sign the payroll form. It's very little because of not doing much work.
Okay, well,
It looks like about 4 hours, but it will be detailed when I ask you to come and sign for it.
okay, call me on that when you're ready and so forth, and I will come down.
Okay.
Okay, the approval of the minutes for February the 16th. Do I hear a motion to approve the minutes on February the 16th?
So moved.
Second.
Any additions or corrections? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye,
Aye.
it's been approved. Now, I did, or the commission received a notice that the town of Abington is going to have a hearing on Geraldine Glazer notice of intent on the 9-unit development in Abington, which includes the wetlands in Whitman. I did not attend and I don't know what they did, but I will check around and see if I can find anything on it and what's going on that.
Well, that's the project where Abington is reviewing the actual development. We had already approved the portion that was in Whitman, and once they had that, Abington has gotten around to doing the hearing. What the notice we got was an abutters notice.
Oh, yes, the abutters notice on the hearing, but I haven't heard anything on it, so.
No.
So forth, and I don't know if they did it by, on TV or not, by camera, so forth. That's the only thing there. Okay, the next item, oh, wait a minute. Okay, we received a request from Ross Engineering in which in his letter stated a minor change to the order of conditions at 93 Belmont Street. And the request is a 12 by 12 open deck and stairs in the back of the house. Bob Curran picked it up and noticed that there was no back door. So instead of putting a door and stairs, and the buyer wants a 12 by 12 deck.
This is considered, according to the engineer, a minor change because there has to be two egresses from the first floor. The person who drew the plans for the house did not take into consideration the topography of the second exit. That's why there has to be the deck and the stair down because it's a 9-foot drop. And there were two different engineers involved, and that's why they are asking to have the building inspector's requirements considered a minor change because you do have to have two exits from the first floor. In that case, all we need is a letter approving that as a minor change and attaching it to the already received order of conditions.
So the request is not a so-called amendment to the order, but
It's called a minor change and still within the scope of the project.
okay,
If it's a big change, then we would require them to ask for an amendment to the conditions.
okay. Did we get a copy of that change?
We have it with the file. He sent everything.
Uh,
I sent the letter.
okay, we got the copy of showing the deck.
Right.
Okay, so we just let it go. So he,
And it will be attached to the order of conditions as a minor change that does not change the scope of the project. That's the language that they use for a minor change as opposed to an amendment.
okay. Any questions on that? Sandy, Spencer? Okay, okay.
No, I don't have any questions.
We need to vote on this, don't we, Elaine?
Yes, Bill?
Okay, do I hear,
I move to vote a response to the letter requesting a minor change to the order of conditions as positive to provide a letter that states that this is not a major change, a minor change that doesn't change the scope of the project, and it will be attached to the order of conditions, which will then be sent to the original developer and the new owner and be recorded at the registry of deeds
I second.
Okay,
and to DEP.
okay, any other questions?
Nope.
Okay, I vote yes.
I'm in favor.
Yes.
Yes.
Anybody else in favor? Okay, okay, so it passes. So a copy of the letter will go to Ross Engineering and also down to DEP in Lakeville.
Yes, I will take care of that. And I had spoken to the engineer, and I told him that I would respond as soon as the meeting was held and the decision was made, so that he would know where to go from there. And we
Okay,
just talked
good.
to the building inspector as well.
Yes, Billings, yes, because he's the one that spotted it.
The one requested it, yes.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
was just an oversight because the person who drew the plans did not have the elevation plans to work from. He just plopped his own plan in without checking. It was just an oversight.
Okay. I have nothing else, business except that the next meeting is April the 20th. Now, is a possibility we may get a notice of intent from Rhode Island that the lady requested if Whitman has any wetland bylaws. But we don't know until we get it.
Well, do you know that there's an order, a note of intent coming? Or is that just a proposal that you've heard about?
Well, apparently they're gonna write up a proposal, a notice of intent, but she wanted to know if we had any wetland bylaws for Whitman, and we said, no, we just follow the state.
Well, that's just information for the notice of intent, because they asked
Yes.
for it on the form.
Yes, so somewhere along the line, we may get one.
Do you happen to know what property they're talking about?
No, they did not say, did not tell me, no.
And no indication as to whether it was coming sooner or later?
No indication whatsoever, Elaine, no.
Okay, so we'll just wait and see.
So,
And
yeah,
then
we'll just wait and see.
we'll hearing. If it doesn't come in, we'll wait until it comes.
Yeah, if it comes in, it comes in, so.
I won't be here for that meeting, so just so you know.
Okay, April 20th, you're not available, Sandy?
Correct.
Okay, so we only three of us.
Well,
If Elaine is not available, then we'll just cancel it.
that's the reason I asked the question, because I know Sandy sometimes goes away during the school vacation week. I may or may not be available. It depends on some personal matters. And I'm perfectly happy to schedule the meeting. But if we know that we won't have a quorum, we can cancel it and reschedule it. And if I'm able to be there, then we will have a quorum.
Okay, well, we can schedule that date.
Yeah.
And then need be, contact Ryan to cancel it if it needs to be canceled, if there is no quorum. And he can put it on the website that the
Well, there's a process.
Whitman Conservation Commission meeting
There's a process to do that.
on April the 20th, yeah.
And it's
Okay.
detailed. If we need to cancel it, then we will. But if not, then we'll just go ahead with it.
Okay. Okay, does anybody have any questions? Spencer, Sandy?
Nope, I'm good.
No.
So everybody's safe, doing well, everybody's working?
No, I'm retired, George.
So,
I don't think your schedule is like retired. Probably have a full-time job with just all your other things, so.
Yeah, right.
yeah, okay.
I
All
don't-
right.
I expect
Everybody's
so.
got my phone number. Carl has any questions? Okay. Well, then that's it.
I will send everybody the minutes and let anyone know if there's any change in the scheduling, because, you know, anything can happen to anybody, or they might decide to go away because things are good. And if you can, good luck to you.
Yeah. All right. Well, Sandy, you take care and whatever, and we'll stay in contact when the May meeting is.
Okay, that's good.
Everybody will be notified as
Thank you.
usual.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, then that's it. Then I will close
Close the meeting.
the meeting for the Whitman Conservation Commission. And thanks again, Ryan. You got it in real quick and easy. I don't know how we did it, but Carol did it. And thank you for everything.